Hello, movie lovers. It's Von Fry, the most scorned movie critic still going on YouTube. My reviews currently get under 100 viewers on first day and going down. But today we've got another Netflix commentary track. This is for Top Gun from 1986, starring Tom Cruise, Val Kilmer, and I'm sure some other people. Directed by Ridley Scott's younger brother, Tony Scott. Now, this is for Netflix, and I can tell you straight ahead, I haven't watched this on Netflix in a while, but there have been some changes. There's a new Paramount logo up front, but we are going to go ahead and plug today's kind of, not sort of sponsor. I'm not important enough to get sponsors, but if you want to get some skincare that'll have you aging like Tom Cruise, check out my buddies at calderalab.com. You can use my promo code FRY15, save 15% at checkout. Get the good, the serum that reduces wrinkles and spots, made my eyes so much softer. Like the spot below my eyes used to feel like a cheese grater. Now it's smooth as silk. So there's that. And yeah, we're going to go ahead, queue up to 0000 and hit play. Now, rated PG. That's kind of a surprise. I thought this might have been a PG-13 affair. Top Gun was the highest grossing movie of 1986. I think Tom Cruise was already a pretty big star. I think the stardom essentially comes, I don't know, is he a heartthrob possibly with Taps, but certainly with Risky Business? And considerably here. Tom Cruise's movies, even the ones that you think didn't make any money, made absurd money. Very bankable guy. I believe that Top Gun has quite possibly the best intro of all movies. Just so the simple font here. I think that's Futura Bold. Or, yeah, maybe that's a Futura. No, wait, what's the other one I like to use? And then bam, just boom, Top Gun. And then even beyond the title card here, the opening credits, like this amazing high contrast silhouette style. I believe this is a Bruckheimer Simpson movie also, and it's got that kind of flash dance, let's shoot silhouettes sort of thing going. And that was a very big success, that movie, cultural phenomenon. I probably brought leg warmers into the zeitgeist. We're going to recognize a lot of faces here. Meg Ryan, very early role for her. Who all is going to appear in Top Gun Maverick? We have at least a photo of Admiral Zelensky. Is that Iceman's name? Harold Faltermeyer's score is amazing. The music throughout this movie is incredible. Everything about this just sets the stage for awesome. You know, if a movie starts like this and you haven't seen the overproduced CGI effects that we have today, you're sitting at theater in 1986. This sort of like calm before the storm will have you take notice, won't it? And then we're going to kick it in with Kenny Loggins, behind many songs in this. Directed by Tony Scott. Here we go, we're gearing up. And now it's Highway to Danger Zone. So not only do I think that Top Gun has the most beautifully simplistic title card, the opening sequence with the credits is amazing. This could also quite possibly be the prettiest movie ever made. Now, I know we're hitting some filters here, but I mean, this is quite the gorgeous, showy movie, and used a lot to showcase the quality of plasma TVs back in the day. Like a standard bearer. I love the kick out of that guy. He gives a little kick like Elaine Bennis. I don't know, would you want to be one of the guys on the deck? You don't quite get to fly, but you get to be like the Little League coach. You win by proxy. I don't believe that this movie's terribly outdated either. I mean, ships largely look like this, right? I mean, we were using F-14s until a few years ago. Actually, I say a few years ago, it's probably 10 years ago. Okay, maybe the inside is a little different. And I love how it's like somewhere in the Indian Ocean. It's like they're not allowed to say where it is. I love that. Now, of course, the principal from Back to the Future, he's going to be replaced by another just consistently bald guy, Ed Harris, for barking orders duty in Top Gun Maverick. Top Gun Maverick is the most hyped movie one can possibly make. It is 36 years in the making, essentially. All right, I can tell you that it looks like this version of the film is not the best transfer. Inside the cockpit here is so high contrast. I don't remember that looking this way. I've seen Top Gun a lot. Not necessarily lately, but yeah, everything looks incredibly dark. I wonder if this will change. Maybe this is like I'm sort of watching the Blu-ray of the latest 4K transfer type thing. We have a fictional Russian MiG that they have to deal with. It's sort of standing in as an advanced prototype, essentially. But here's the thing. Never lost an F-14 in combat. In fact, there's not a lot of aerial combat, so I wonder if in Top Gun Maverick, it could be the case that he's the only person to have shot down a plane in the whole Navy. There's our boy Goose. Buddy of mine, we used to do a lot of duos in Halo 2 back in the day, and he went by the name Goose. He kind of looked like Anthony Edwards with hair. Drinking me a Rockstar. Now, they aren't actually flying the actors around, and I think that's going to be a benefit that we're going to get out of the new Top Gun Maverick. It'll probably be more apparent that they're flying. But they do have I'm not so sure if it's a tunnel or a backdrop that just spins in the back to simulate their turning. It's really effective. I mean, I would take this over a bunch of poor CGI. Wouldn't you? Come on, lock up, baby. Lock up, baby, lock up. I'm not entirely sure how a plane knows that another plane has locked on it. We got to keep this room dark and moody. Now, Tony Scott would go on to make quite a name in the action sort of genre, but namely for the amount of cuts in a movie. And there's a lot of edits. I think at one point, Behind Enemy Lines was mentioned to have like an average cut like almost every 3 seconds, and that's an average. Maybe it was even less than that. But it was to the point that I would think it would be highly difficult to edit one of his movies manually. Now, digitally, yeah, cutting isn't as big of an issue. I mean, look at all the cuts we got here. A cheaper movie would sustain the shot longer, get more out of it, wouldn't it? And of course, we do something fancy, like we got cameras attached to a wing. Yeah, we want to show that. Can't shoot them. Let's go in for a photo op. Now, this is a composite effect here, and it's somewhat apparent. Yeah, I usually fly with a Polaroid camera. Don't you? I mean, that's what that's all the cool kids do. I wonder if that would focus well or not, given that Polaroid would want to manually focus probably on the canopy. Now, Cougar over here, sort of the hero of Christine, right? I think he goes on to direct a number of things, more so than actually starring roles. Fold the wings and go in, but Cougar's kind of buggy. I'm not sure who's... Is Merlin Tim Robbins? Can't tell with the mask over, but I know Tim Robbins will sub in for Anthony Edwards by the end of the movie. Had a brush of death. He's got this wife and kid on the dashboard to remind him. I wonder how much personalization is allowed. Now, the way with call signs is that you're not allowed to come up with your own call sign. Somebody else gives it to you. So Maverick, he's kind of dangerous. He's going it alone. I'm not really sure about Goose. Does he tell stories? Is he Mother Goose? See, my gaming call sign, I also went with the same concept. I asked my roommate, I need a nickname, something legendary, something badass. And he goes, why don't you just call yourself Legendary Badass? And I was like, oh my god. All right, I'm going to fly you in. I think that is Tim Robbins, is Merlin. I think so. Is this right around Bull Durham? He's very much in the background in this. A lot of people don't even seem to realize Tim Robbins is in this movie. Sun setting. A little change of pace here. A little more tense, actually. Just trying to land this plane versus our almost dogfight. And what do you know? They have a little problem with the Russians in this movie. I wonder who they're going to have to deal with in the new one, huh? Yeah, we're going to need you to fly that plane a little crooked for some shots here. I think this was one of the first movies to really get broad, reaching support from the military. A film that portrays the military in a good light can get to play with their toys. And some people are like, oh yeah, Michael Bay, his movies are so militaristic. Like, it's just, look at all it's like so pro-military. If you want to have a bunch of cool military shit in your movie, maybe make them look like they're decent dudes. I have to leave. I'm sorry. I can't look you in the eye when I say this. I'm holding on too tight. I've lost the edge. Look at that beautiful shot just as he turns in the wings. Just every shot in this movie is amazing. I don't know why it's looking so high contrast to this extent. Like it's somebody screwed up over at the 4K master. It's just like almost everything is black. Levels are being pushed a little too far. Now, Top Gun is one of those movies that looks amazing on television, and it played a lot on television. And I would typically, if I saw Top Gun playing on cable, I'd probably sit down and finish watching Top Gun. And I'm going to have to look. I have to look this up because I don't want to be wrong, but at the same time, was it Super 35? Oh, come on. Yeah, Super 35 allowed a very high quality theatrical widescreen, but in all truth, the top and bottom of the screen are being matted to fit that theater. When brought to television, you see considerably more above and below, quite possibly more shown on the television 4x3 broadcast than at the theaters as far as screen real estate. Another movie that plays this is Terminator 2, which is why you get a very good look at these movies back on the 480i TV sets of the 90s. Top Gun also notable for highly reducing the price and setting the standard for VHS tapes. I'm trying to remember the whole story here, but VHS tapes were like $80 or $100. It wasn't something necessarily sold to consumers. And then E.T. comes in, and I think it was something like a $20 price, and then everybody wanted to get E.T. on VHS, and then Top Gun comes in, and I think goes even further down and sets the standard for years to come and for the duration of VHS. I can't remember the values here. Maybe it was like Top Gun releases at $12, whatever. So we got Pete Mitchell. He has to go to Cali to the Top Gun contest school, whatever. Michael Ironside flipping the pin around. There's Iceman. Man, look at all of the noise in the shots. What the hell happened here? This movie didn't look this noisy before. What the shit? Man, they got some comfortable seats in that room, don't they? Think the government's going to give everybody a sofa? Tom Skerritt as Viper. What are the odds he returns for the sequel? I would say not good. Last saw him in the, I think, 2017-ish release movie, Lucky, where he was a friend of Harry Dean Stanton. I would say this is Val Kilmer at the height of his powers. There's Ginger's boyfriend over there. He flies behind. Or he's behind, I think. Yeah, he sits behind Iceman. And Argyle also completes the outfit. Here's what you're flying for. The best names in the class go on the board. And Tom Cruise has to play the cocky guy. drinking this watermelon fruit punch, but it's fruit punch Rockstar, but with watermelon. More prominently watermelon. It's got to be shortly after this that Val Kilmer lost that mole, huh? Because you'd have an easy time identifying Batman by the mole. Anthony Edwards is really good in this too. He would go on to become the highest paid actor on TV at the time for ER. Telling them how to spell it. Oh yeah, let's go to the club. Dude, I even like this song playing as I go into the club, and I need to find it. That's what I call a target-rich environment. Love it. Just a lot of people say that when the aerial theatrics are not in play, that the movie gets to be kind of dull and boring. No, wrong. It's awesome through and through. Okay, so female hairstyles have changed a bit. I gotcha. Well, look, we got Iceman hanging out with the ladies, so that you know he's not one of those gays. Things do skew a little homoerotic with the male bonding at times. Mr. Iceman to you. Oh, okay. Now, Iceman and Maverick are quite flirty in their sort of back and forth. Hey, you need any help with what you figured out yet? And then he does the chomping and all that stuff. Yeah. You like to work alone. Yeah, okay. I think that there is definitely an effort in the screenwriting process to try to convey this statement on don't ask, don't tell. See you later. You can count on it. If read that the way you want to read it here, like, so many of these lines come across that way. Girls whooping. So then they make a bet here that Tom Cruise can't land the most homely looking babe in the room. Now, apparently they've done this before. Play some Righteous Brothers, which I think this movie got this song back on the charts. But is this cord long enough on this mic? Yeah, guys, try the Serenade in a bar. See how that goes. I think her call sign's Charlie, by the way, but I believe she's not returning. Seems like Pete Mitchell has found his way to Jennifer Connelly. Judging by what I've seen of the trailer of Top Gun Maverick, I'm assuming this song will return. It'll have to be like Tom Cruise has to teach the kids how to play the classics, and they're going to make them listen to dubstep. Charlotte Blackwood. I don't think I really picked up on her name before because I didn't care. She's like, whoa, you're a pilot? She's not surprised. Come on now. She knows she's going to get into an inappropriate relationship here. There's a pilot at this base. He's going to be in your program. She's just not there for day one introduction. Conveniently enough for the plot, right? Oh, so now he can just hold his own as a pilot. He's not the best of all time. The beta-ist of all time. I'm going to go sit with this older guy. And, okay, well. Oh, wait, she's walking to the ladies' room, which I've never seen the door of a restroom look like that. And look at this club. All of a sudden, this club looks like a high school, doesn't it? I swear, that bar just transformed into a high school. I'm Maverick. I break all the rules. I go in the ladies' room, and no one freaks out about it. Bet that old geezer there won't follow you into the ladies' room like me. Best pilot of all time. Alright, why can't I not remember this actress's name? Who, by the way, I think she's 5'10" and noticeably taller than Pete. So she does a little bit of a lie for him to make it sound like... I don't know how that seems like a brag, but it's like, yeah, well, I can get it on in 10 seconds. All right. Yep, here's our civilian contractor, Charlie. And who could it be? Oh my God, we're in trouble. Sunglasses on, boys. The MiG-28. Ah, yes. Oh, you're talking during my lecture? Excuse me, Lieutenant? Was it in a 4G negative dive when they were taking a picture of this? If anything, weren't they the ones in this dive? Because I was inverted. That's a little soundbite you might hear in things. Yeah, there it goes. And then bullshit. All right. PG, we've gotten some bullshit. Son of a bitch. Not a ton of blood. But there, there's death. Oh shoot, we've seen, I think, cigar smoking? Or was it cigarette smoking? You can't even do that shit now. I think you pull a cigarette out, you got an R rating automatically. Flipped him the bird. Yeah, I know the finger. Okay. I think that we flipped them the bird. I think that is edited out on the TV broadcast. The Pete Mitchell Maverick costume, pretty popular. Used to see occasionally somebody would just have a flight suit on. Like if there were kids in the ROCT, hey, it's Halloween. Okay, hey, look, it's Top Gun. I'm Top Gun. Not even necessarily saying they're Maverick. $20 new hotshots every 8 weeks, huh? But you're the first one to get me with the Righteous Brothers. I actually like her get up here, man. All right, what are the dates on here? Is this people who crashed and what day they died? I try to keep the volume kind of low when I do these so it doesn't pick up, but I think... Is this where we hear Mighty Wings? Cheap Trick? The trailer featured Stranger Eyes by the Cars. Really kickin' song also. And I don't think it is used in the movie. Talk to me, Goose. Kind of looked like one of those shots had the camera attached at the nose of the plane. But maybe that shot there? I don't know. What's he got on that plane like that? But yeah, not every shot has it. I think the guy they're chasing, Jester, yeah, there we go. Michael Ironside. I think he's probably in a semi-retirement. Yeah, we're just going to keep spinning here. I think they're kind of playing up the dramatics of the dogfight more than in reality. I think we don't see a lot of this. In fact, even at the time of this movie, they're like, there hasn't been a dogfight since, Vietnam, right? All this stuff, right? Because the targeting systems, it just kind of takes care of the issue. And nowadays, we don't even engage forces that have planes to shoot air to air, and that's why they cut down the F-22 Raptor. Superior air-to-air combat, it's just not necessary. Instead, shifted funding to the Joint Strike Fighter. Yeah, some of these shots have the camera attached. Definitely, that's got to be what's up there. Yay, we got him. The computer said we got him. So how do you score this? Whoever can shoot him quickest? Now we're hitting the guitar theme here. I think Eddie Van Halen has a hand in that. Question flyby, negative. Pattern is full, flyby anyway. Oh yeah, you're such a cool guy. You need a VIP mug. By the way, I can totally understand him dumping the coffee down his shirt. I live near an Air Force base, and on the occasion that there is an air show, it sounds like the lightning gods of thunder are striking down your house. Like that plane's got to be crashing. Nope, it's just flying overhead. Oh wow, we even whipped out a dickhead comment here. What's your problem? Kazansky? Zelensky? What is it? Kazansky, right? You're too dangerous. That's right. Ice, man. Chomp. We gotta go see Viper for what? Oh, the flyby over the tower. And look, we're gonna run and gag this bitch. She just walked into some coffee. Is this the first day? Is Jester Commander Heverly? Well, you went below the parameter airspace. Oh no, you're in trouble. It's a major rule of engagement. Well, it kind of seems like the plane can fly below 10,000 feet. Seems to me that way. I may be mistaken, but I don't think an F-14 has ever crashed. Oh, is this where he goes, you know what? You still got that number for that trucking school? Because I could do that. Yeah, there he goes, truck driver comment. Look at that dial-up phone right there. His fitness report says it all. He's a wild card. What kind of fitness is that? Yeah, I told him to do bicep curls. You know what he does? He works on his quads. Flew of his old man. We're going to give him another chance. There's always like this. In an 80s movie, there's a lot of this. Yeah, you're like your father. You know, he's not around, but if I recall correctly here, Viper gives him a story on his dad that was not allowed to be shared with the public, that he doesn't know. Tom Cruise did not skip neck day. I haven't gotten a great look at it here, but Tom Cruise has got that flight jacket that I think there is a Taiwan patch. Had to be edited out to please the Chinese market. You're not allowed to say that word, right? Or we make you apologize in Mandarin. Or was it Cantonese that they had to make John Cena apologize in? You will apologize or you will not be a movie star. Man, look at the contrast here. We have colors of orange or black. The only family I got. I'm not letting you down. Promise. Dies shortly thereafter. But you gotta be pretty sad when Goose dies, because he has a lot of character in everything he does. Like, hey, the trigger school, hey, you doing okay? Hey, I'm a concerned friend. Hey, everybody likes him. They're kind of doing some ball breaking on Maverick, but everybody likes Goose. Yeah, we also do some tests over here, with pencil and paper. Where does he have a pen? It's a pencil. Private contractor, never been in a plane before, but I can tell you what the correct answer is for this. It's kind of like how you have all this push to make all the women involved in sports in the way that, oh yeah, a woman can be a head coach of a football team. Yeah. For a hot minute. No one's going to respect the authority because they haven't played the game. And it's apparent they haven't. Uh-oh. Dinner tonight. What are we going to do, Maverick? It's so important that we have model planes in our classroom. Here we go, Playing with the Boys. More Kenny Loggins. Cool song, but definitely one that you roll the windows up for if you're jamming to this on the road. Now, I made a comparison here that the Navy SEALs film from, I think, 1990. Very much, hey, let's do Top Gun for the Navy SEALs. They have a golf montage that plays exactly like it's aping the volleyball sequence in Top Gun. I forgot, did Maverick and Goose win this volleyball match? You can tell Tom Cruise is getting quite the sunburn here. Not a guy that tans. Look at how good a teammates we are. We have special high fives. This isn't even a volleyball movie, and it probably has the best beach volleyball scene in all of film history. Prove me wrong. Gotta go. Got dinner with this, can't talk about it. And it's not like Tom Cruise is jacked. He's got that 80s athletic body where it's like, hey, we just didn't drink enough soda at the time and enough fast food and enough empty carbs that everybody had near six-pack abs. Unless you really tried, you really drowned yourself in some Hershey's. Man, she got practically beachfront property here. That house has got to cost an insane amount of money right now. Like, oh yeah, it's just a modest little thing. It's a good $3 million. She's not ready for dinner. I'm all sweaty from volleyball. Where's the Taiwan patch? I'm not familiar enough with Taiwan's flag to be able to spot this. And I can't hear it, but I think this scene has Berlin's "Take My Breath Away." Now, I believe this song, I think it topped the charts. I think it also won an Oscar for Best Original Song. And that was an Oscar that at times was coming and going from the ceremony, I think, where it wasn't always one of the awards. Produced Giorgio Moroder. He won, I think, for his first Best Original Score. And God damn it, the Midnight Express, yeah. But the lead singer of Berlin, they got a couple of songs worth listening to. Metro, Take My Breath Away. Lead singer Terry Nunn, very much in consideration for the role of Princess Leia. You can find her audition with Kurt Russell on YouTube. And I think they made the right choice in going with Carrie Fisher. Not that Terry Nunn was bad in the audition, but she comes across as way too young to feel like a leader. Yeah, here's where we're getting into sort of the melodrama. She died shortly after him, so we don't have to cast those roles. And was it the thing that his dad died in combat? Was that the thing? Disappeared in an F4. There we go. I want to disappear. Just go missing. You know, always have the mystique of he might be out there getting vengeance. Look, I'm sorry I was late, okay, bitch? No apologies. That's always use the girl's line against her. Always have that callback, and you will succeed. She's like, you had me at no apologies. I'm gonna take a shower at your place without permission. She's like, oh no, what am I going to do? I'm in this deep. Oh wait, no, he didn't shower at her place. He left. My bad. I had to head to the barracks to do this, huh? Oh, Kelly McGillis, that's her name. I actually thought this was somebody else in the elevator. She just looks so different here. What's the civilian contractor doing with this jacket? Tom Cruise, man, He's had to have made some changes to his teeth. He's got this one tooth that's sort of centered and a little on the long side. I think he still has this somewhat asymmetrical teeth alignment to this day. Some elevator ride, huh? Excuse me, I have a mustache. Now, can you just give us a straight face and just kind of look forward for a few takes here? Can you actually hold an elevator for, just some downtime? I don't think you can. I think the button kind of exists but doesn't function that way. People need to be using them. I'm telling you about my old lady who's coming in off this plane. I mean, look, if the whole movie has a shit ton of quotable lines, you can't say it's stale outside of the aerial combat. Meg Ryan plays this drunk as hell. She's that shouty party gal throughout the movie. Well, I mean, I say throughout the movie she's in 2, maybe 3 scenes. I think she's in 3 scenes, yeah. Which is more scenes than George Clooney had in The Thin Red Line. Guy was listed as the star of the movie of The Thin Red Line on Blockbuster's box, the VHS box. And he's in 1 scene. Look at these advanced graphics. Are you not in awe of these advanced graphics and my giant glasses? $30 million plane sounds like a good deal now. Isn't an F-22 Raptor like close to $1 billion? Do you need railing in your like little like theater room here? Like that could be a big flex right there. Like, hey, I have a home theater with railing. I'm sorry I had to chew you out and make you look wrong over there. Get on your Akira bike. Look, I like patches and I like bumper stickers, okay? Now this is where Take My Breath Away plays. And she's driving a Porsche 356, I believe, the predecessor of the 911. Oh yeah, we had a big car stunt right there. We had a bunch of cars stop at a 4-way stop. Is he standing on a box for this? Hey, Sound Tech, can I borrow your Apple box? We need it for our star. Dude, the fur at the top of that cuff there on his jacket looks incredibly high quality. I haven't seen it in ages, but I believe Hot Shots, the Top Gun parody, had, I think it was Kathy Ireland. Was she the girl in the movie? It's like she's playing this role, Charlie's, and Charlie Sheen cooks an egg on her stomach. Yeah, like a fried egg. Fries an egg on her stomach because it's such a hot, passionate scene. This scene looks fine. It doesn't have too much noise. Look, if you want to hit gold with the audience of the 80s, you got fun movie, appeals to the men. Hey, it's military. We've got big machines. And then you got to have something for the ladies here. Oh, look, there's a romance story. Forbidden romance of sorts. Oh, look, I left some origami. Maybe Gaff was here. Oh, I think this is the swan song for Goose. Feel the need for speed. Maybe you shouldn't be speaking today, buddy. Iceman's in first place, 2 points behind Maverick. The footage matches pretty well between in-studio close-up and outside. That I think to the layman you can't really pick up on that they aren't in the plane in that way. Oh wow, the legend himself. I'm assuming that it's got to be the case that Maverick is teaching the kids in the new movie, right? That he's in the Viper role. Why are we using all these exterior shots with the camera attached? Clearly seen that way. I mean, come on. Now, one of the issues with trying to do this with real planes, you got to have them actually out there doing stuff, right? And you can kind of give them a script of what to do, but from the storytelling perspective, do you have the geography in mind and the understanding of what's happening in this? Because I don't, and I've seen the movie several times. If it weren't for them saying what they're doing, I don't think you could read the actions. I mean, it just sort of seems like a bunch of unrelated plane shots for the most part. I think I would still prefer actual planes doing actual plane stuff over, hey, let's have the camera follow close on the CGI plane for Captain Marvel, whatever. Can we miss a lock? Oh yeah, Goose can't die yet. He hasn't seen Great Balls of Fire. My bad. But you have him over there at the piano. Maybe that's what's going to happen in Maverick, in Top Gun Maverick. Is, hey, a buddy of mine used to sing this song. That's why you have a scene with people at the piano, right? At the bar. Top Gun Maverick has been so long coming. One of the earliest videos on this channel was me talking about how Top Gun 2 can't be good. And, I might have been premature with that. We'll see if it's any good or not. Alright, there he's saying Great Balls of Fire. He'll end up singing the song. I wonder if it was a big surprise to audiences at the time that Goose died. I mean, it is quite touching. We're up to the part where you got killed. That was real good stuff. Never leave your wingman. You went for the points, and you left Iceman. We like to sit around our underwear and towel over here. It's not your flying. It's your attitude. Yeah. You're the main enemy now. Yeah. Dangerous and foolish. You gotta fly cold like an Iceman. Anthony Edwards had to think with that jawline and the hair leaving him. He couldn't have a real future as a leading man, right? Have a bandit day. What does that do? Oh yeah, Futura. Yeah, I think I see some, but that could be Century Gothic. Maybe that was the font I was thinking of. September 65. And he looks 10 years old in this picture. How old is Pete Mitchell? All right, let's give him 6 to 10. I don't know. Oh look, Goose has a kid. He's got a Meg Ryan. He's got a lot to lose. I mean, Meg Ryan's got that "take me to bed or lose me forever, you big stud," or is it Goose, you big stud? Yeah, then "take me to bed or lose me forever," and that. I mean, I guess he didn't take her to bed because she did lose him forever. Look how close these two are. You'd about think they were the ones dating. And that's Pete's mom looking onward. Was she wearing the same shirt when she got in? I packed light. And then she's going to give the wing girl talk here. Hey, Charlie, you got to get on Maverick. You don't want to lose him. See, she's just so loud and drunk girl. In movies, people always have like a line, right? "Show me the way home, honey." In reality, you'd be like, "What was that? I can't hear you." Huh? Oh, right, yeah. But now we got this real obnoxious hipster way of writing these things out where it's, yeah, so, I'm going to go stand over here now, and yeah, you know that, right? Yeah. Oh yeah, the girls always fall for the bike. Whatever I do, I have to have the most dangerous transportation. I have the fastest plane, the most destroyable bike, and the most explodable elevator. Top Gun trophy still up for grabs. You know, it just didn't really dawn on you how much the voiceover is guiding what's happening in the movie. Another cool dawn takeoff over here. Now, this is where things are not going to bode well for Goose. Oh yeah, we're still doing highway to the danger zone. Okay. I saw some asshat talking about this on YouTube, saying that Mighty Wings plays like 10 times in the movie, and I don't think so. Kazansky. I need to remember that. Kazansky. No, Goose, don't go over the water. I wonder how different the helmets are now. I'm sure there's been some, upgrades over the years, much like with football. Which with football was surprising. It was like they had the same helmet for like 20 years. And then they were just like, no, we have to change it every year now. It may not have enough pilot concussions to necessitate these rapid changes. Too close missiles switching to guns. Another 20 seconds? That long to shoot him? I just need another hour and eventually I'll get him. Oh no, we're in the jet wash. Now, the shot with the flat spin, I think, is miniature. I don't think you can get that out of a plane, no matter how much you suck up to the Navy. By the way, this movie did a lot for Navy recruitment. Huge. Yeah, this shot right here. Though, I mean, it looks genuine as all hell. Well, yeah, even despite, Goose dying here, the canopy kind of hits him. They determine... It's weird, they determine that the flat spin jet wash stuff is not Maverick's problem. It kind of seems like shouldn't this in part be on Iceman, if we're going to go that route? But the canopy not flying away properly, that's what does him in. He ejects into the canopy. That's what gets him. But they don't really play it up like... clearly the canopy's at fault here for the most direct death. Yeah, okay, well there is some blood, but he's in the water. But they pin all of it on Pete, even though, he's feeling awful about this, of course, right? And Goose's death, the song here is real good. Everything's great. One of the more touching movie deaths. And they got that helicopter there damn quick. I mean, come on, whose fault was it for sticking there? Come on, Maverick's losing patience, man. We got to get out. No, I want to keep hogging this spot. Okay, now my jet wash caused the flat spin, but I'm not the one reprimanded. They all seem to be pretty certain that he died on impact into the canopy. There's no pulse check. How you doing? I've got briefs on, buddy. Goose is that? Yeah, I know I was there. My RIO, I'm not really sure what that stands for. I'm assuming the O is officer. I've seen 10 guys go. Yeah, the first one always hurts the most. Yeah, is that a dickhead move there? You gotta let him go. Is it? Yeah, I'm not in condition to ride motorcycle right now. You like to help? What can you do? Bring back the dead? And I do think Meg Ryan has a role here in getting Pete to keep flying. Man, look at the seating here. I mean, geez, what kind of room has these massive recliners? Gotta gather up some stuff, give to the wife. Yeah, she might want that picture too. Force the tags. You always want to get those dog tags with the rubber or plastic in case, because otherwise they just kind of bite into you under your shirt. Can I fly again? You know, a super cocky guy over here has a lot to overcome, like on the mental health level. Is this maybe not the first mental health overcome the emotional movie? 'Cause you kind of see that in sport movies, but I mean, it's sort of from the bravado male action type stuff. It's kind of a early example, isn't it? And then she kind of talks some courage into him. Don't worry, Meg Ryan, you'll get better haircuts soon. Just hold on for When Harry Met Sally, and then you'll be big. The 14 flat spin was induced by the disruption of airflow into the starboard engine, caused by Kaczynski, sorry. But we're not going to mention his name. There was no way Lieutenant Mitchell could either see or avoid the jet wash which produced the engine stall. Therefore, the Board of Inquiry finds that Lieutenant Peach Mitchell was not at fault for the incident on July 29th. Cleared of incident, restored flight status without further delay. That means we want you back up in the air now. In reality, are we not going to look at a malfunction of the ejector seat canopy relationship? Now he will be flying with Sundown Argyle. But can he put aside the emotional distress, which was kind of foreshadowed with Cougar at the beginning, right? I mean, he's just kind of like, what's with this guy? How come he can't fly anymore? Only to kind of end up in a similar situation, doesn't he? Come on, Pete. I'm trying to give you easy points here. Take the shot. Look, he's sweating. So much perspiration compared to previously. It's not good. It's not good now. They had to put a filter above the camera there to add that blue sky. One of those gradient filters. We had. Oh yeah. Well, you don't tell me what we had. See, it's things like this that make me confused about the role of the guy in the back. You telling me Pete flies and takes the shot? So, guy in the back is your Siri? Hey, Goose, can you book me a flight out of town and in a hotel room? All right, good. I mean, like, what does he do? Oh yeah, Iceman, you're gonna make this all better, I'm sure. Sorry about Goose. Let me think about this. Everybody liked him. That we don't like you, but we liked him. That's why we feel bad that he in particular died. I'm sorry. Forgot who plays Wolfman. Maverick just quit. Is he ratting? Who's he telling? Who did he call there? Did he call Charlie to say Maverick quit? Like, kind of seemed unnecessary, doesn't it? Wouldn't she know? I'm going to guess his watch is pretty expensive. You know, I believe those Ray-Ban aviators were pretty cheap until acquired by Luxottica. And they upped the price big. Hey, you got the job in Washington. Good, you can get away from here. Dude, it's 1986. We don't have cell phones or pagers, but we can always find people, can't we? It's not your responsibility. You got to keep flying. Come on, it's not your fault. She says you're one of the best. Come on, you got to say he is the best. That's the way to be encouraging, girlfriend. Yeah, there has to be like a version of Pete Mitchell here who just retires and becomes the character in Cocktail, right? Just says, I'm done flying. I didn't get the encouragement. You know, but this movie shows you that it's good to have people who have your back, that want to encourage you to succeed. If you don't have anybody, you screw up once and you're inside your head. Well, I guess I'm done flying. No one's talking me out of that decision. Gotta drink water. Don't want those empty carbs. He learned to quit, huh? Is that what you want to do? You want to be a quitter? So long, Pete Mitchell. That's an odd way to go with a bye there. Like, you really want to hammer into the audience that this is the guy's name. I'm not calling you Maverick. Okay, how the hell does she know his name? His call sign, for that matter. Or was she expecting him? He call ahead? So he's going to have a little chat with Viper. He's going to tell him some story about his dad that can't be, it's off the records. Totally redacted. Flew with your old man. He's one of those 10 guys that I lost. I want to have that line someday. I want to say, I flew with your old man. I imagine if, say I'm playing like Overwatch 5 or Grand Theft Auto 10, and there's some kid in there and like, yeah, me and your old man used to fly all the time, but like, because I don't fly any planes, so what would be the circumstance? Yeah, I used to tell jokes with your old man. Stand-up comedy is usually a solo thing, but keep calling my dad old man, please. This is a well-shot scene, too. Like, I'm telling you, every scene looks so cool. You can only capture these moments with film. With digital, it's a computer's interpretation of reality. The full analogness of film. Analogness. It really does make it a pausing of time. And I will tell you, this is not the best this movie looked. Something is off. I don't think I have my TV set crazy, but I may have to try to watch this on my phone and see how it looks. You think I should quit? I didn't say that. feel responsible for Goose. You have a confidence problem, like Ben Simmons. Yeah, but Ben Simmons only got booed at for passing out of a layup against a guy 10 inches shorter than him. It's such shooting yips. A refusal to play basketball because he doesn't want the possibility of being made into an Instagram meme. I'd say it's a little too late. You may as well get the money, play the game. I mean, that is part of why you get all the money, right? Because your sport entertains the masses. So you're going to be susceptible to criticism by the masses. I want to stand on another Apple box for that talk with Tom Skerritt. Oh, yep, she left. Place is up for rent. We move fast over here. Maybe she was renting it to begin with. That's got to be the case. Do you miss flying enough? Can you go back in, Maverick? Man, I gotta wonder how many RIOs has he lost in between Top Gun and Top Gun Maverick? The Top Gun graduation ceremony. Where's Maverick? I may have kind of blown past a lot of people to realize that the Top Gun, I guess theoretically, if Top Gun is the prize, then the titular character would be Iceman. He's the Top Gun. He won. I guess you're allowed at this ceremony. Michael Ironside over there is like unsure he's allowed in. Uh-oh, we have an important announcement. There's a crisis situation. We need all of our top pilots. Hollywood, Wolfman, Maverick, even you. You'll get your RIO when you get on your ship, even if a stiff wind could knock him over. "24 hours later, the Indian Ocean." We're not somewhere in the Indian Ocean anymore? Accumulation ship, disabled, foreign soil, something, territory, rescue. Give air support to that rescue. So they have planes in the area, and that's what we have to deal with. Man, he is sweaty as all shit. Like Shaq at the free throw line in the fourth quarter. We don't believe in air conditioning aboard this carrier. Wait, is his name like Captain Stinger or something? All right, we know Pete here he doesn't have he never sees a psychiatrist. I guess that's kind of the dilemma here. The modern interpretation of how this would go he has to go see a psychiatrist before he's allowed to fly again. Am I wrong? Because they're sort of like, we know he's really shaken up. He drops out of the Top Gun program, but Yeah, we do need him to keep flying with no delay. Cool shot right there. Just cool shots everywhere. Yeah, I want to make sure that's on. I mean, what if that fell? Are you going to catch the missile? Pilots are supposed to inspect their plane beforehand. So sweaty. Nope, we got planes out there all right. If these guys need help, Maverick, you're up. I mean, shoot, they don't even show Tim Robbins getting in this plane, do they? May as well not be a character. Alright, so we got Hollywood out there. Wait, it's I'm getting confused here. Hollywood's a pilot, right? Or is Slider Iceman's guy? Yeah, Slider's Ginger's boyfriend. Now there's more planes than we thought. We're in trouble. Are they actually going to shoot? That's the question. Yeah, and of course, the Russian enemy type guys, they have the... Oh no. Hollywood's going down. Apparently his parachute whole thing's worked out, but as I was saying here, we got the sunglass type visor, obscure the enemy's eyes, make them non-human. It's effective enough storytelling wise. Yeah, well, yeah, I think we see their eyes slightly. The face is kind of covered. All right, Maverick to the rescue now. Talk to me, Goose. Man, I don't know how the hell you can tell your position in this. Was GPS a thing? I'm not so sure that was the most authentic shot of that gun, because you just saw like a black background, almost like it was being shot at night. Oh, he's going supersonic. Oh no, the catapults are broken. But we never saw it happen, but this is all the planes we're going to have in the air. A missile. Oh yeah, I mean this. It's sort of a mess if it weren't for them telling what was happening, right? But I like it. Now, I think what ends up happening here is you end up with a fairly realistic scenario where you shoot down some of these guys and then the rest of them leave. Instead of Maverick having to shoot everybody. They said there were 6 of them, right? Is he being too dangerous or too cautious? Which is it? Talk to me, Goose. Goose is saying go in there and get him. Well, Tim Robbins really giving it to him. He's re-engaging like a hero. Target lock, good tone. Hit. Dude, even if that's a miniature plane falling like that, it looks amazing. Would look like garbage today. Which, I mean, the director of Top Gun Maverick, he's done some really visually appealing stuff. I'm kind of banking on him making sure that it doesn't look bad. So it's Slider's job to freak out for Iceman on his behalf, right? Whoa. And this missile, wide right. See, we're not going to shoot down 6 planes, are we? Not leaving my wingman, huh? I mean, I would kind of think his wingman would probably be Hollywood. They went out there together. See, Iceman gets to get a shot in, and that guy did not escape. Oh, no, Iceman. Shut down that engine. No. More shots. Taking a lot of bolts to still be airworthy. Open them up, fire. Oh, come on, you did not have them locked. Boom. No time to eject. Scratch 3. Yeah, you know he's the bad guy because he's got the sunglass shades. And he doesn't have a colorful call sign and helmet. Hit the brakes, let him fly over. They'll teach him. Like, why didn't he hit the brakes too, right? Oop, you're mine, sucker. Boom, you ain't ejecting, bitch. There's 4 down. And there you go. Yeah, the other 2 are just like, we've seen enough. Now, look, isn't it something how much leeway the Navy gets? Like, it seems like you get to have a cool jacket. You get to have... And not that you even need that jacket, right? Because you have a flight suit now, so you don't need the jacket. But you get to have the helmet all done. And is this the same guy at the tower? I think it might be the same guy at the tower they're going to buzz. Which, I'm not sure how you don't buzz the tower, seeing as how the tower's on the aircraft carrier, so it's going to be loud as hell no matter what you do coming in. Sort of a small world, huh? We get everybody from Top Gun back on this boat. Yay! Yeah, there's Iceman and Slider, right? And then we have like the triumphant score here. Yes. Tim Robbins. Pretty tall dude to be on the plane. You're still too dangerous. But they make good. You can be my wingman anytime. But I think this line gets cut on cable. Bullshit. You can be mine. I think they take the bullshit out. The manly honey dip Vince Carter dunk hug. The sort of like cranked elbow hug. That's the way that the manly hug right there. But remember, Viper said you gotta let him go. So what's he gonna do? Let him go. I don't know why that's important though. Like honoring his memory, keeping a piece of him. I can kind of see the value in that too, right? Front page of every newspaper in the English speaking language. Now he has his choice of duty. You can just do whatever you want. I want to be an instructor at Top Gun. Okay. So, I don't win Top Gun, but I earned my way into the Top Gun marquee anyhow. As he didn't win the contest, so he's not the Top Gun. But in the practical world, it proves otherwise. Now, I do believe that they had to cut a trench into this bar for their dance here so that Charlie isn't hovering over Maverick. But she knows how to get his attention. Make sure he's at a bar that has the Righteous Brothers in the jukebox, right? I mean, it's got to be. Like I said, it's the 80s. We have no way of knowing where the hell anybody is. I mean, there's even a movie in 1980, Foxes. The whole plot of the movie is these girls can't find their friend at a party. But it would be defeated today because they have cell phones. I knew you'd be here. Yeah, I decided to rent that place again, sure. And then you just kind of go through the lines again here. Could be complicated. You're like, But I think we're reading between the lines here. They know what they're really saying to each other. Gosh, Tom Cruise's hair is black as raven in this, isn't it? Yeah, you stand in the trench and I'll be... Okay, there we go. And there you have it, guys. I guess, does Predator kind of steal the ending of Top Gun here with the departing clips and names of characters with the actors? Kind of does, doesn't it? Inspiring movie. Cool movie. You can't really trust people who hate Top Gun, can you? Yeah, so I suppose at some point Charlie leaves him and he goes, she gets into the ladies and he says, I'm going to upgrade to Jennifer Connelly. All right, guys, closing thoughts on Top Gun. One of my favorites, honestly. Some people will tell you that it was the death of cinema, that it showed that movies don't have to be great to make a lot of money. I disagree. It is a great movie and it made a lot of money. We shouldn't act like that this is the garbage we get today, where you turn off your brain and enjoy the ride of nostalgia, right? Yeah, well, there's Top Gun. Till next time, adios.